story goes like this. I was already known in the Mid-Atlantic region, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Virginia, and the Carolinas. I was kind of known there because of my artist stuff. And I was in a group called Newmarks. We used to have do 10 turntables, and we decided to get into the rap game, and we did this kind of like sing-song rap thing. And so we wrote Girl, You Know It's True, signed to, bullshit label, and I don't want to call it bullshit because they gave us an opportunity, but they didn't do what they were supposed to do, and somebody stole our record. I had to go sue, and it was at that point I said, I don't want to be in the music business. I want to be in the business of music because I don't want that to happen to anybody else. I went to a guy whose name is Wes Johnson, and I said, listen, why don't, how can I get down with Def Jam? He said, well, you probably got an intern. I said, intern? I wrote these records, sold these records. What am I an intern for? He said, you probably got an intern. So I said, all right, let me figure it out. And so I interned for somebody who didn't even know the marketplace. And the rest is history. I became president 6 years later. I don't think I wanted to get into the music industry. I think the music industry got into me. I think I got bit by the bug of hip hop, and I lived it my whole life, even to now, to see the evolution of our culture and the evolution of all different kinds of music and artists. I think Russell, I remember the Black Enterprise article where he was sitting on a Rolls Royce in the hoodie. And I said, that's the kind of entrepreneur I want to be. I want to wear what I want to wear. I want to do what I want to do. I want to say what I want to say. And I want to be about what I love. I think an artist signing a 360 deal is an amazing idea if they're going to get value out of it. I always say it's about value proposition. You sign to a label because you feel it's a value proposition. You hang out with kids, other friends, because you feel it's a value proposition. You hire an employee because you feel they're offering a value proposition. At the end of the day, if it's not a value proposition of what you're already doing, don't do it. I just tell the story of Rockefeller all the time. They, without doing what they do, they felt it was a better value proposition of being with Def Jam. And for Rough Riders, the Inc., DTP, and Def Soul, all those brands that were able to come up under us, there was a value proposition. So, when it comes to 360, if you feel that your hands, Allstate say you're in good hands with Allstate, then put yourself in somebody's hand. But nobody's ever going to work harder for yourself than you. And that's a true story. What I wanted to do, I felt it was necessary for me to get back close to talent. It was necessary for me to have the conversations that other people were having, but they never lived the lifestyle. So I wanted to go back and see what the possibilities were, and I credit today what we've been able to build, KWL, the Trey Songz, because he got me back into it. I saw something in him, and we developed a relationship. And when he was going through his thing with his old manager, who was one of my former interns, we had a discussion. I said, yo, y'all need to work it out, and let's try to get it on the same page. And unfortunately it didn't work out, but he's a friend, and he's like a son to me, so at the end of the day, when you know that your passion and your success equals responsibility, you work hard to do what's responsible too, and that's helping another brother out. So I'm just glad that he allowed me to be in his life. I think anything great takes time. It's corny, but like a fine wine. It just, you don't crack it open as soon as you harvest the grape. It just takes time. When you're the truth, it takes time. Anybody that's the truth, from NWA to Jay-Z to Public Enemy to Kanye West, they could tell you their stories and their struggles prior to, you know what I mean? So it's like, it just took him time to find himself. And now he's found himself. He can tell you his point of view. I don't know, my man JoJo came to me and was like, yo, you need to check out this kid, Big Sean. And he had this kid with him named, what was his name? AG. Yeah, that's the fucker's name. His name is AG. So AG, was doing mixtapes and stuff like this. He said, yo, you should meet this kid. And I was like, all right, cool. So me, I'm not even thinking about what's new. I'm really trying to build businesses and everything. And they said, yo, Kev, he's the guy. And I met him, and we were in LA, and I remember he came, and his mom came with him. And she said, Mr. Liles, I read your book. I said, oh, you're done. I want to be with you. You want to be with me? So that was really that. But there's a lot of hard work that was put in by my crew, JoJo and AG, on figuring out what's the next play. One thing about my company is like everything matters. So I'm not going to sign everybody. If I don't believe you, I can't work with you. If I don't believe you, I can't really spend time with you. So they gave me the opportunity to figure it out. And I believe that the act of discovery comes from other people helping you discover. I think that we've laid the foundation of what was great, and I think we continue to want to evolve as executives and individuals to keep pushing young people to come and say there's a system. Knock me out. I don't want to. It's one of the reasons why I left as being the president and CEO of Def Jam, because I didn't want my legacy just to be that. I wanted to accomplish more, do more, and have other people come after me and build more. And I love what's going on in hip hop now. You can't just put one finger on hip hop. It's like back in the day, you couldn't just put one finger. Oh, Third Base is not hip hop? Shut up. Beastie Boys not hip hop? Shut up. Oh, you can't do Eminem's not hip hop? No, shut up. It's like Hammer was hip hop. It's not. You can't say it's influence of culture, style, how you live, and what you love. So at the end of the day, I just applaud the young people coming up and the interns that are soon to be presidents.